Hi Virgo, welcome to your October 2021 Astro Update. It's Rena here. Well, what is in store for October for Virgo? Well, there's Libra energy, and that is your second house of earned income. So that is something to pay attention to because it could, have an effect on your finances. As the month begins, we have the sun in this area, and we also have a Mercury retrograde. So the check is in the mail, not so much, or it's kind of disappeared from the mail. So you have to keep your tabs on your money. There might be something like that, even just in general with money. If you feel that you have noticed a slowdown in your earning capacity since late September, just understand that it's a matter of weeks. It's a very short transit. But it could be how you earn money that you are really rethinking. That could be how it impacts you, where you want to do something else to earn money. The sun is here, and the sun is very ambitious, so it's like taking into account what you want to do to earn money. And the 6th of the month, we do have a new moon in this area, so there might be something that transpires for you, but it's in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. So whether it is something lasting that is a new development, or it's you're planting seeds of intention that will bear fruit at a later date, perhaps because of Mercury retrograde. That could also be it. And on the same day as the new moon, as the new moon, Pluto goes direct at 24 degrees of Capricorn. Another air sign, and this is a friendly angle because of this. This is a trine. So even though Pluto gets a reputation of being very, what we would call demanding or exacting or, tumultuous, when you have a trine forming in this transit, it's going to make it much more smooth sailing. But it will transform you for sure. Now, this is the earth sign that is ahead of you. So this is in your 5th house. You have Capricorn in your 5th, Virgo. And so that can be something related to love. So while Pluto was retrograding in this house, you may have been doing some deep diving in this area, especially if you've had any kind of negative entanglements with people. Pluto transiting your 5th house can indicate a lover who is very controlling. I don't want to say partner because that's more the 7th house, but it could be a partner in a more superficial sense of the word, where you don't know each other, you haven't been together that long or something like that. So you don't really have an official commitment, but you're still together with that person. So you may have gone through a lot of transformation that relates to how you view love over the last few months, reflecting on perhaps a very controlling relationship that you just naturally, because of your past, you just assume that this is how it works. And it doesn't, it's something that you are not, you've learned that control does not mean love. And by the way, having Pluto transing your fifth house, you might get involved with somebody who's a Scorpio, who's actually a Scorpio. So there you go. Now Pluto is direct, and this is also related to the artistic area of life. So this idea of moving people emotionally, Pluto has a very profound, or just like a profound impact, because art is not created equally, or at least it's not expressed equally. So sometimes there can be this more superficial type of self-expression, maybe trying to appeal to the lowest common denominator or something like that, but not really like life-changing, not really inspirational in that sense. Also, there was something else that I wanted to state. And it was about Pluto. Oh, about children. Fifth house can be children. And if you're having a power struggle with a child, you may look within. And this is, I don't have children, so I have all the wisdom of child raising, obviously. But, there are books these days that are very much in favor of allowing children to be who they are. And, people go crazy when they think about stuff like that, because there still is that authoritarian type of, and they think that you mean letting your child like run wild. But a lot of times children are doing those things, seeking attention in a negative way, because they're not getting it in a healthy way. So just things like that, anyway, just wanted to bring up those things. So power struggle with child, looking within and being able to be like an empowered parent by empowering your child. I think that's the way to look at it. So on the same day that Pluto goes direct, we have that new moon at 13 degrees of Libra. And for Virgo, that is in the second house. But it's during the Mercury retrograde. So, is that going to settle anything in terms of how you make money? Maybe with the new moon, you're like, you know what? I need to make an additional income stream, because putting all my eggs into one basket isn't working out too well, or isn't a good idea. The next day on the 7th, Venus goes into Sag. This is another mutable sign, Virgo, and it's in front of you. So it's the 4th house of home and family. Venus here can be some kind of money that you get from real estate. If maybe this is a home that you have sold, maybe you're going to splurge on a home. Venus can be spending on big ticket items. So that could be what's going on for you. You have the money to do it. You might be painting your home, or doing some kind of, maybe getting nice furniture for your home. Venus can beautify things. Having harmony within the home. On the 10th, Saturn turns direct at 6 degrees of Aquarius. So this is a big month for planets turning direct. 3 of these planets have been retrograde for quite a while. And so that has, affected you for long periods of time. Now we have Saturn going direct and in Aquarius. For you, Aquarius is a 6th house. So this is the house that you rule, Virgo. And so some kind of thing, maybe you're slacking off a bit on your health routine or your daily routine. And now you're getting back in the saddle again. This can be something a project that you're working on at work. Maybe you took the summer off, who knows? But now you're getting back into it. On the 18th, Jupiter goes direct in the same house, that's really great for work opportunities. That can be awesome for that, because it can be something that, if you are not so sure about where you're working, you might have a lot more opportunities. So you don't have to feel like you have to be at that one job. On the same day that Mercury turns direct, Jupiter turns direct, Mercury turns direct, and that's in your second house. So that's a lucky day for Virgos, because you're having these two areas, the second house of earned income as well as the sixth house of work, where planets that have gone retrograde are going direct. And that might bode very well for your earning potential, as well as just work matters too. So maybe you're even going to work in a new place and you're going to make more money. That would be great. On the 20th, we have a full moon at 27 degrees of Aries. And for Virgo, this is the 8th house. A full moon in the 8th house. Whoa, that's pretty heavy. Also, it's a late degree of Aries, so it's, really, summing up a lot of what you've been dealing with. So this is the area of, the shadow, and this is the area of transformation. So something may come up. It can be a secret that comes up that forces you to deal with your situation in a way that is very, it's really like demanding it of yourself. So if you're somebody who has been looking at, maybe this is like a relationship you have with a partner, and you're seeing how they are the one who is the problem. This can let you see how you're playing into it. So even let's say your partner has an addiction and you've been trying for years to get them to go to, let's say it's alcoholism, get them to go to AA or some other type of support group, get them to go to detox, rehab, whatever, and they won't do it. And you see now that you are enabling them. You see how you play into it, and that's part of the reason why it's continuing. And it's like, it's self-empowering because you're not blaming anymore. You're looking squarely at yourself. So the shadow can come up, secrets can come out, and, that's not bad at all. You can let go of addictions, yourself, obsessions. On the 23rd, the sun goes into Scorpio, friendly angle to Virgo, third house, ruled by Mercury, same as your ruler, but in the sign of Gemini. So the sun goes here exactly a week later on the 30th. Mars goes into Scorpio. This is great for pushing forward on websites, social media, trying to gain some traction, maybe taking some courses to improve your skill set, things of that nature. That might be something that is really what you want at this time. Okay, Virgo, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.